This is Andi Purewal, Boxing News. I'm joined by Jack Catterall here in San Francisco. Jack, firstly, how are you? How's the journey over?
Yeah, journey we're going. It's a long flight, but we're here now and never been to San Francisco before, so I've been out this morning, checking about and seeing a few sights.
Seen a few sights, enjoying your downtime, but obviously there's one big reason why you are here. Obviously Haney-Prograis takes place on Saturday night. I thought you'll be keeping one eye on. Just your thoughts ahead of that bout. What do you expect to see go down?
Yeah, that's why I'm here this weekend, to watch this fight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight, a lot of questions to be asked from both sides. If I was to pick a winner for the fight, I would say Haney on points, but interesting to see how he's moving up in weight to 140, whether Regis has still got it and he can come and close that distance and deal with Haney's. I'd say Haney's a clinical boxer, so Regis has really got to close that gap and be physical with him on Saturday.
The build-up's been entertaining everybody, Jack. What have you made of everything that's been going on?
Yeah, they've done a brilliant job. Everybody sat back and watched it, and I'm excited now. I believe it's sold out in here tomorrow night, so I'm looking forward to it.
People look at Devin moving up and they've mentioned in the past kind of how he's had some tough times in fights where he's maybe been rocked or wobbled a little bit, i.e. the Linares fight comes to mind in his case. Do you feel like that could be a factor going into the 140 division now if he's going to be somebody who maybe can't take a punch as well? How does he stand against somebody from 140?
You know what, there's two ways you can look at it. Has he been hurt, rocked and wobbled because he's maybe struggled to make the weight, and that could be a factor where he's not recovered properly and it's hurting him, and is he going to come up to 140 and he'd be full of energy and a lot stronger, or has he genuinely got that weaker chin, so to speak, and he's going to feel it? If that's the case, he will feel it, I guess, from Regis tomorrow.
What's your final prediction on it?
Haney points victory.
Just obviously bringing yourself into the equation now. I know you're here to watch this fight. You'd love to face the winner of it. Away from that, over social media, we've seen a few back and forths between yourself and Mr. Josh Taylor, your good old friend from up north in the UK. Offer went in, Josh turned it down. He's come out saying that it was 80% less than his purse from your first fight together. Now, I imagine you know what those purses were. Without revealing those details, was there an 80% difference?
I don't think there was an 80% difference. Josh is a bit simple. He's probably not worked it out properly and needs somebody around him to help him and try and negotiate to get the fight done.
How far off then was the offer that was put to him, in your opinion, to what maybe he earned from that first one?
Yeah, I think the first offer was always going to get rejected, and there is probably room to go that bit more, and Josh needs to be realistic now, and if he truly wants to fight and to settle this feud, so to speak, be realistic, sit down and get the fight done.
Do you believe that we do see that next? I know that obviously on the back and forths and obviously the offer being rejected might seem a little bit down at the minute, but do you believe that a middle ground can be found?
Yeah, I do. I think there is time and room now to negotiate and get the fight done early next year, and then failing that, we put it to bed, we forget about it, we move on.
Will it be difficult to put it to bed?
Listen, if the fight don't happen now, for me, it's done. I don't know how much Josh has got left. I don't know who he's going to fight. If we don't fight next, then I've probably not got that much confidence in him having much success. So for me, it'd be nice to get him now, finish him off, put him to bed, tuck him in and move on.
What would be the final details of that fight, Jack? If it was to be Josh next for you, would it be back up north? Would it be in Manchester? What would be those types of details?
Listen, I think the fight should take place in Manchester. It's a British fight that a lot of people want to see. I think it does good numbers in Manchester, and I also think there is room to negotiate. We've talked about catch weights. I'm open to that, so I don't see it being too difficult to come to an agreement.
If you did come to an agreement and you were to square off, do you have a date in mind when you'd like to get out?
Early next year, February, March works for me. I'm in the gym now. I don't know what he's up to, but I'll be in the gym, I'll be ready.
In the gym, ready. What would happen if you were to share a ring with Josh?
I believe I can stop him. I believe I put him out and finish him off.
Jack, I want to bring another man's name into the equation because he just recently defended his IBF crown, Subriel Matias. Absolute monster in the division. He showed it again in that fight. How much of an interest do you hold in a potential fight with Mr. Matias?
Yeah, listen, the world titles were always an interest. Matias, obviously a great fight. We've just seen his fight against Ergashev. Put on a great display. So, listen, he's got the world title. So these are the fights we would like to fight for.
How do you think you'd fare against somebody like Matias? How would you go about trying to defeat somebody like a Subriel Matias?
Yeah, he looks like he carries power. He's strong. You'd have to be switched on and nullify his work and outbox him, and I believe I can do that.
Obviously, just a final one from me, Jack. You had Chantel Cameron recently lose to Katie Taylor in their rematch. What did you make of that fight and obviously all the fallout since?
Yeah, it was it was frustrating to watch. Watched Chantel in the gym, she prepared well. I thought Katie just edged it, maybe by a round. Credit to them both, it was a phenomenal weekend in doubling. I think in the first round it was definitely a knockdown. I've watched it back a few times since, and it was frustrating from my point of view. The ref didn't kind of get reins on the fight. There was a lot of holding and use of the head, etc. But ultimately, I think we'll get a third fight out of it.
Just a final few, I'm going to actually squeeze out you for predictions. Coming up, Bam and Sonny next weekend. Jack, your thoughts on that fight, please?
Yeah, really great fight. I watched their round the table face-off the other day. I'm excited for Sonny. Big fight for him, one that I think he's capable of winning, so Team Sonny next weekend.
Anthony Joshua and Wallin out in Saudi as well.
Yeah, I'd go for Joshua. I think seeing how he's training with Ben Davison, see how he's adjusted, and yeah, another great fight.
Just a final one. Callum Smith and Beterbiev, very interesting one. People talk about, is the timing right in boxing with that fight? Do you feel like the timing's right there for Callum?
Yeah, definitely. I'm fortunate enough to cross over Callum's training sessions with our strength coach Johnny. So I've been keeping in the loop and he's looking good. I know he's training with Buddy. I think the timing's perfect for Callum and I expect him to get over to Canada and beat Beterbiev.
All right, Jack, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you. I know you're a busy man today, so thank you.
Thank you very much.